with one of our other workout programs for other arms or abs, and that will be your full body workout.
But you're gonna feel this one. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah. So we've got 15 seconds in between, but I'm gonna try and hold that. You can take that break if you want or not. So Christy's gonna be doing the harder version. I'm modifying.
We're gonna start with lunges. Right leg lunges back. Let's get started right away. Right leg lunges back. Now you can continue with just the lunge, or you can throw in a kick. Okay, I'm gonna challenge you today. Good, down. So notice Jessica's tapping in between. That will give you, if you need some balance, you can hold on to something if you need. You can go fast, you can go slow, but I want you to think about your form above everything else. Ears, shoulders, hips, and your back knee in a nice straight line. You can see that front toe, and then big kick front. Doesn't have to be high. Okay, even if it's here, okay, lunge back, nice and tall, big smile, kick front here. Okay, you're gonna feel that through the thigh, regardless of the height. You just don't want to be, to get through there. Good. A couple more. Good. Now we're going to throw in a little pulse. We're going to stay low or hold.
Now, if you can't handle this, this is your break. Woo!
Love this break. It's fabulous. Good. Go nice and low. You can just do a hold up high. Good. Challenge yourself and then step forward. Other side. Left.
All right, here we
go.
go.
Big step forward. Knees, hips, toes all facing to the front. Lunge back and kick front.
That hold definitely makes you continue to feel it right into the next exercise.
Well, and this is also round 3 for us. Here we go.
Alright, let's get a little booty action there. So when you're coming out of that lunge, press through the heel and squeeze your butt. Back side of those legs.
Yeah, I love that hold. I think any exercise where you just add a little hold or a little pulse. All my clients would say, oh yes, Christy, we knew it was coming. Good, chest stays up nice and tall. Heart rate's climbing a little bit.
Okay, hold.
And hold.
Breathe, don't hold the breath. Make sure you're not leaning forward in that hold, but you're staying upright. Shoulders are back, your chin is up, belly's pulled in.
This is a great time to think about all of those things. We're going to step up, step up. Next exercise is a wide plie squat. So we're going to start here, squat and squeeze. Now we're going to add on, if you would like, lift the heels, feel that burn in the thighs, heels down, oh yeah, come up. Good, so plie squat is a great exercise, no matter what variation you're doing, but adding that heel lift, yeah, so nice.
Now for those that are just doing plies like me, just be mindful that you're not rolling to the inside of your foot. So really press that pinky toe to the floor and keep that foot flat so it's not rolling in. And keep those knees open, glutes turned on.
Absolutely. The difference between you with a plie squat is that upper body actually stays upright.
Ready? You're already holding.
So I'm going to hold as long as I can with my toes up, as long as my ankles stay strong. Shoulders are down away from my ears. Things start to feel wobbly, so heels are going to come down. And squeeze to, okay, single leg deadlift. We're going to balance on our right leg, left leg back. Hinge forward. I'm going to throw a big fly in there with my arms. Whew, that no rest.
Yeah.
Really gets your heart rate up. Hinging forward the hips, making sure that the hips stay forward. Knee is soft on the supporting leg. Lift up that back leg without arching the back. And I'm adding in a squeeze for the arms. So stay down there for a little bit longer just to show you that form and for me to also really concentrate on it.
And if you're really struggling with balance, you can hang on to a chair.
Absolutely. If this is your first time doing single leg deadlifts, give yourself an opportunity to practice. Good, we're going to stay here. So if you're going to hold here, you can do a little bit of a pulse. Do that back leg. You can do a bit of a pulse through the arms.
Brace your abs.
2, 1, and come up. Get ready to the other side. Right leg back. Here we go. Hinge forward. Then you keep the arms down if you'd like. Keeps you focused on keeping your hips squared, or you can extend the arms out. Reach your fingertips and your heel away from each other. Again, knee is soft and you're hinging from the hips. It's a hinge. Keep that back straight and pull that tummy up nice and tight. Always working your core. Left. This one's a really nice one to go nice and slow and focus. There's so many important elements to these exercises that we're doing today, especially that you want to really have that mind over muscle here. Okay, now pause. Shoulders are away from your ears, but squeeze back slightly. Lift that heel as high as you can without arching the back. Tummy's muscles pulled in nice and tight. And come on up, right? Next exercise is a narrow squat. So narrow meaning the ankles are underneath the hips. Okay, notice your knees are not splaying out or coming in together. They stay in a nice line from the knees to the hips. Now I'm gonna add on here, slowly, sitting back, lifting my toes so I go low, or lifting my heels, sorry, so I'm lower in my squat. Heels down as I come up, and then come all the way up. Sitting back in the squat, sitting lower as I lift my heels, sit and come up. Nice and tall, tummy's tight. Sit back, lift the heels, squeeze the bum as you come up one more time. Down, lift, heels down, come up. Here we go, let's add a hold. I'm gonna hold it nice and low.
Oh, I don't know how you can do that one.
So my knees are still just over top of my toes. Oh, I gotta focus on something not moving here. Keeping my chest up.
Woo!
Squeeze coming up. Curtsy lunges. Here we go. This way, left leg. Lunge back. We're gonna add a lift to the side. Step on the left. Curtsy back right. Good. Some extra steps in there for balance. Throw caution to the wind and really push off. Lift. Good. Push off. Lift. Excellent. You can go a little bit faster if you feel like you have the right form. Heart rate's really going to climb. We're not going to hold here. We're going to take that rest, okay? Bring that heart rate back down. And then we have, how long is the rest?
30 seconds.
30 seconds before we start from the top. So only 7 exercises for you today, but I know you're feeling this.
It's actually, I guess, 45 because we get our break time and then a rest time.
So
perfect time for a drink, which I have not got with me today. I have a wait. Actually got a good sweat going on under my glasses.
That hold, that looks like you're doing nothing.
Yeah.
You're doing something.
So again, for round 2, you have that choice to take that hold as your break time, or to try and push through with us as we go through our next
7
round.
minutes. You can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, and also, if you want more of a challenge, grab some dumbbells. You can do all these exercises with a set of dumbbells right by your side. Okay, if they're lighter, you can add some arm lifts. If they're heavy, which is a great challenge for the legs, we're going to keep it up. Right leg lunge back. So if I had heavy dumbbells in my arms here, I would keep my arms right by my side. So I'd really actually torch those legs. We could add in a pulse. 1, 2, 3, kick front. Whether I have weights or not, let's add it in this round here. Push. 1, 2, 3, lift. Good. If I had lighter weights and I wanted to throw some arms in here, I maybe add a kick, or I can keep my arms up here with the weights and a little jab with the leg. So lots of options. So you can do this workout several times and get a different burn effect.
Yeah. I'm staying with the basics.
Good, and that is okay too. Okay, let's hold. Good, thinking about that position here. Nice and tall. Chest is open. Nice long clavicle, collarbone muscle here. Woo! Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeezy burn. 1, 2, 3, push up. Okay, other side, lunges back right away. Okay, and arms can stay by your side. You can add a little curl even if you're not holding anything. Just get some movement through the arms. Brings that heart rate up. Oh, I forgot to kick. Bring that heart rate up just a little bit more. But focusing on what we're doing here. Hips forward, ears, shoulders, hips, back, knee. Yeah, pulsing here. 1, 2, 3, kick. Legs up on fire. Whew.
I always like second round.
I do too. Because you can feel it, you're exhausted from round 1, so you know what muscles need to be worked here. Good hold. I especially love these holds.
You were a fan of holds.
Or pulses, or both. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Little butt kicks. Legs wide for that plie with the heel lift if you can. Down, heel lift. Because I have a quite flexibility. So just only going as low as what feels good for you.
Yeah.
And that upper body isn't tall. If it's here, your thighs are not quite parallel to the floor, that's okay too. Go within your range of motion. I'm getting out of breath a little bit here. That's good.
Open those knees. Feel those glutes fire up as you take it down. Those knees high.
Good. Yes, whatever angle your toes are, your knees are going in the same direction. Whew. Another one here.
We're gonna hold. So you just stay down. Oh.
I had to finish that whole lift. Nice big range of motion. Tummy's pulled in, butt is squeezed, tight inner thighs on fire. Push those knees away. 3, 2, and 1. Come up.
Okay, hold second round are way harder than the first round.
Single leg deadlift. Balance on the right leg. Here we go. So we're trying to come up out of that hold for like 2 or 3 seconds before, to give you a couple of seconds to move into the next exercise. If you feel like you're not getting enough time, come up from that hold just a second or 2 sooner. Okay, keeping that nice straight line from your head to your heels, however far you're going in your hinge. Notice I'm keeping my eyes down so that head stays in line. If I were to look up here, I'm breaking that connection. So I want to stay nice and long and strong, whoop, and focused. Hard to do when you're talking. Good, hold it here. Pull the belly up, lift that heel up a little bit more. Feel that burn through the glutes and hamstrings. Squeeze the shoulders back. Good, come on up. Change legs right away, here we go. Hinge forward. What were you saying about toes here, Jessica?
Oh, so for those that find that they roll out with the hips, what I tell my clients is point your toe towards the floor, and that's going to help pull your hip down. So it's really hard to point your toe to the floor while your hip's facing out.
Yes, the toe on that lifted leg. Awesome. And again, we're not ballerinas on point here, so we don't need to lock the supporting leg. We want to keep that knee soft. Just a little micro bend in the knee as you hinge. And then that leg, the supporting leg, with the micro bend in the knee stays in that. We're not bending and straightening like a squat. Slow and controlled. Good, hold it here. Okay, now if you had weights, if you had light weights in your hand, you could hold this. When your arms get tired, bring them down. If you had heavy weights for this exercise, you can hold them low. Just make sure that they're not pulling the shoulders, so lock those shoulders back. Good. Come on up, narrow squats. Here we go. Down, and remember I'm lifting the heels. So I might have less squats, less reps done than Jessica here. But I'm going full range of motion, so I'm just changing that muscle a little bit.
And for those that are following alongside with me, make sure that when you come up, you are giving those glutes a good squeeze and full extension of those hip flexors.
Oh, absolutely. Same thing here. Anytime you get into a squat, I'm not coming forward, doing a, oh yeah, but I'm nice and tall here, opening up those hips. Down, challenging my balance, challenging that range of motion and that depth of my squat, but keeping my smile up the whole time. So my eyes were down for a little bit there. Good, hold. Because I'm looking at the floor lines to keep me squared and balanced. Shoulders down, chest lifted.
Feel the quads.
2 and 1. Come on up. Curtsy lunges to left leg back. Last exercise here. Whew. Again, we're not going to add a hold on this one. I think we've done enough damage on those legs. They should feel gassed. Heart rate is up, should feel a little sweaty. It's really cold in here when we started. You guys know I'm always cold, and now I'm dripping. So we're good.
Give those inner thighs a squeeze too. I find anytime I do curtsies, it's almost a forgotten about muscle, but if you get an extra squeeze and you go back, really fire them up.
Good, not so much that they're crossing into each other, still staying in line. Nice and tall, always.
That's lift.
Happy. Let's finish on.
All right.
Awesome job.
We made it through.
All right, depending on your time, if you have time for a stretch, make sure you do it. If you have time for another workout, arms, abs,
Yeah.
do it. Have a great rest of your day.